cycles for a swamp.
He's going to untap, play a stinger, I believe.
Indeed. Untargetability on the Duelist is pretty good here.
That was my Shards of Allura pre-release experience. I had 3 stingers, Blood Cultist, and something else, and I lost to the deck with 3 Death Duelists.
Oh wow. Straight to 4 for Hecky.
Flyer.
Yeah, Messenger Falcon. Card, flyer, does everything.
Draw.
Debating whether he'd rather get in for.
You can attack with both. I think you can attack with both. Why not attack with both?
Yeah, you're hiding behind the Guardian.
Cards.
It's not like you open up a counter
there's no crack back.
Like Bloodbraid Elf off the top cracks back. That's about it.
Sure. It's a good crack back.
I don't think you throw away a point of damage just for that possibility, though.
Deadshot Minotaur would be really nice for Minotaur on the next turn. He'd take down the flyer. He'd be potentially able to block the Death Duelist.
Hecky agrees with us. Attacks for 4. Then Mura does the obvious stick out your chin and take it.
Okay.
Now Hushblade comes down for Hecky.
Schwab. So yeah, Schwab. Yes, Schwab.
Oh.
Go.
Plus Courier's Capsule.
Nice.
Really great start for Hecky. Curved out exactly the way he wanted to. Land 5.
Does he have this?
Now what? Yes. Deadshot Minotaur. Yeah, that's very good here. It's a 3/4 blocker. I guess the Hushblade can attack, right? Death Duelist is turned off. I'm probably going to have to trade with Hushblade here.
Smells like a 2/4 flyer.
A Wave Skimmer even takes it out of trade range too, right?
Yeah.
Now the Hushblade will be attacking as a 5/4. Oh, you can. No, you can't even ping it because of the Shroud.
There you go. You attack with the Death Duelist or the first strike one?
4.8. That's right. 6. Go. Shoot. Yeah, 18.
His Murder's down to 6 very quickly.
Yeah, 4 power first striking Death Duelist does drop Minotaur to 6. I don't know that Minotaur did anything wrong here. It's just Hecky's deck is capable of shuffling up this draw. And Bloodbraid into Blister Beetle, which doesn't actually do anything. It's like you can shrink the Wave Skimmer over the wall, and the other two can't be targeted. Even your Stinger is not going to be good enough to turn a profit on this. The Wave Skimmer is the one he wants to kill. I guess he's lining up potential attacks if he's in this pattern. Still hit the Wave Skimmer, right? It's taking his time to think. to attack with Blood Braid. Contemplating an attack with the Minotaur.
He can attack with both.
Can. Alright, just Blood Braid looks like the attack from Kazuya Minamura. His board includes a Deadshot Minotaur, a Naya Battle Mage, a Victim Stinger, and a Blister Beetle. That Blood Braid attacks into Naya Hushblade, is a 3-2 Shroud right now. Wave Skimmer Aven, which I believe is a 1-3.
That's just a trade. Well, it's not even a trade.
Right, it's the Aven would lose the fight. 0-4 Wall, which could die to a ping from the Stinger.
You just take this, don't you?
You could trade for Hushblade, but I think you just take it. Minamura's at 6. You want the ability to just swarm him. Just a Sangreik Backlash in Minamura's hand. A couple more Exalted guys for Heavy.
He's going to get both Exalted guys this way.
Pardon me?
He's going to shoot.
Okay. Okay.
Yep, the wall blocks. The wall gets pinged. Wow, and the Backlash takes down the Wave Skimmer Aven, so...
And suddenly, it's a whole new ballgame.
Yeah, that Minotaur is back into block range. That worked out exactly the way Minamura wanted it to. Did Hedgie mess up the block? I'm with you. I think you just take it there.
I don't see where that we're blocking 3 does anything good for me.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm at 18.
Yeah, I think he was supposed to just take it. Because now all of a sudden, neither his Hushblade or his Death Duelist can attack.
Right.
Now he can play 1-3 Exalted guy, but even then, Death Duelist is 3 power first strike. That's not good enough. Hushblade gets big enough to trade. He's going to draw 2 off his Courier Capsule.
Clearly for his Band Charm.
Minamura actually going to come back and win this game? I mean, he is all of a sudden in a really good board position, right?
He's still down at 6. He has a little bit of a hard time attacking here. He can't attack into the Death Duelist.
He cannot attack Blood Rain into Death Duelist now. He attack with the Minotaur in theory, but then he doesn't have it available to block. Still, this is so much better than where he was a turn ago.
As opposed to impossible a few minutes ago?
Yeah. No, I think that block from Hedgie was wrong.
Yep. There's Ethercast Knight.
Okay.
Alright, Ethercast Knight, 1-3, Exalted. Hedgie lining up an attack with the Hushblade, which Minamura would presumably trade his Minotaur for it.
Or just maybe put his Blister Beetle and Naya Battle Mage in front of? I don't know if he wants to give up the Minotaur.
We can double block. You can trade Battle Mage plus Beetle for it. You can also chump block.
Okay.
Interesting. He chooses chump block. Now what happens? Death Duelist makes it awkward for Minamura to attack. Can still attack a Minotaur at 3-4, which is exactly what he does. No block, and Minamura takes it. 5 will drop Hedgie to 13. Nice. Here comes Outlander.
Oh, wow.
Protection from white, that's gigantic.
You have to assume Minamura just drew that.
It was a good draw. Hedgie's reeling.
Minamura's fists are like clenched.
Wow. Minamura's got Blood Braid Elf, 15 Stinger, Goblin Outlander, Naya Battle Mage, Deadshot Minotaur. He's got a protection from white creature, holding off 3 different white creatures over on Hedgie's side of the board. Oh, Obelisk of Alara. Hedgie taps out for it. Minamura pings him with a Stinger. Wow. Now, Niedermacher looks to line up. What can I accomplish before he untaps with Obelisk in play? Does Niedermacher have any answers to Obelisk?
I'm checking. I don't think he does. I think we looked at this earlier. No.
So that Obelisk of Alara is permanent.
It's here for the rest of the game, however long that might last.
It can gain 5 life, it can loot, and it can give +4/+4. Those are what the 3 colors.
Although it can't give +4 to 2 of the creatures on the board.
True. All right, Niedermacher lines up an attack. He's attacking with the pro-white Outlander, and he's attacking with the 3/4 Minotaur. So threatening 5 would drop Hepke to 7. The Naya Battle Mage could get him to 5. How do you block if you're Hepke, or do you? Can't block the Outlander. The question is whether you want to try to trade.
I think he has to block. He knows he's dead to Vengeful Rebirth.
Looks like he's going to line up a double block on the Minotaur. Which, if Niedermacher pumps, becomes a 2-for-1. Which he does. 5 power, 3/2.
How? How did you? Yeah.
And Minotaur's dead too.
You're right, Ken.
Right?
I believe so.
Draw.
Minotaur took 4. And am I missing something?
Oh yeah. Here's that. Three and 1.
So now Hepke is down to a lone Death Duelist and an Obelisk of Alara. He's got 10 points of life left. He can gain 5 a turn.
And he can stay on par with the.
Yeah, 5 lives.
So he just preemptively gains 5. So Hepke up to 15. Yeah, he's getting pinged and potentially outlandered for 4 every turn, while the Duelist holds off Bloodbraid. So they're basically, Obelisk neutralizes the Niedermacher attack, but neither player's making any progress right now in this board position. Outlander attacks.
No bluffs.
Battle Mage pumps it. Hepke drops to 4. Thought takes 4 down to 10. Niedermacher really wanted to draw some gas and add another creature to the board, but he did not. Thought I saw him shift the turn, but I guess not.
I have nightmares about Obelisk of Alara.
It's really hard to beat.
I don't even beat that card in my dreams.
Oh, this is Hepke thinking on end step. Niedermacher has passed the turn. What's Hepke thinking about?
Probably thinking about a band charm here, right? Otherwise known as his instant.
Is it the only instant in
I
the
don't
deck?
know, probably.
What would you ban charm?
Yeah.
Decides to put the Battle Mage on the bottom.
My turn? Draw.
That is his only instant aside from a winged coetal that can be played anytime you might play an instant.
And it's in the sideboard now.
9.
It does mean that Niedermacher's offense is down to 3 points a turn from this board position.
He does have a hindering light in his sideboard that he may have brought in as well.
Take it. 7. Enough turn.
Game 5.
So,
Hepke's Obelisk now pulling away, turning a 2 life a turn profit in this board state. Both players just hoping to draw gas. They're pretty much in top deck mode right now, right? They're both playing off the top. Next guy to draw meaningful action is probably going to win this game.
He actually did cite in the third inning. He cited in the resounding wave.
Oh, right.
I know about that as well.
take 2.
One Outlander. Comes in for 2.
Just trying to keep pace.
Midamura's got a handful of land.
5. 40.
Hepke gains 5 more, up to 14.
Draw.
Yep, Mountain, Swamp. Not the most exciting hand for Midamura. Does Hepke have any gas in his hand?
Basically, Midamura needs to draw creatures for the next 2 turns and have Hepke draw anything.
Crystallization and Hindering Light. So yes, Hepke does have some gas. In fact, enough gas that he's willing to start attacking with Death Duelist.
I'm kind of surprised he didn't start attacking with it sooner.
Well, it opens up Bloodbraid attack. Like, he's basically going to have to use his Crystallization on the Bloodbraid now.
I mean, Midamura only has 3 turns to live.
I don't know, maybe he just threw the Crystallization.
4.
Well, it sounds like from our guy on the floor, he's had the Crystallization for a while, just didn't want to, quote-unquote, waste it on a 3-2.
Hindering Light in his hand, he'd be hard-pressed to do enough damage to him.
Says go. Does not crystallize the Bloodbraid. Yes, Obelisk has gotten to the point now where he's willing to trade 5 for 6. Right? Outlander and Bloodbraid can get 5, Stinger Ping is 6. He'll start losing 1 a turn, but he can do that for 3 turns, which is all it's going to take for the Death Duelist to win in the game.
You know, he can leave the Outlander back though and block the Death Duelist. Not sure that there's really an out here for Midamura.
I mean, isn't Big Monster just pretty good?
Well, I mean, we know about the crystallization. But he can buy himself a number of turns. He's, again, hiding behind the Outlander. No real pressure coming from Hepke, other than life gain.
Right, Midamura agrees with your play. Attacks with the Bloodbraid, leaving the Outlander back to block Death Duelist.
No worries. 10.
There's a monstrous carried it.
Yep.
Attack every time.
That looks like an Obelisk of an Obelisk of Esper.
Enough turn. Game 5. 15. 15.
It's interesting that he chose to leave the Outlander back on defense despite knowing that he was playing with Carotid. Carotid?
Carried it.
It gets the block this turn, in theory.
Right.
Although, of course, we know about the crystallization.
And the growth effect on the Obelisk.
Can't forget Death Duelist.
Oh, yeah. Esper Comrades.
That's a good one.
Go. 14.
right, Hebke threatening lethal next turn. Niedermüller needs to draw an answer to a big flyer. It's already gone through his Minotaur, so not a ton. Not a ton available to draw. Lines up some attacks. He's thinking, please block, please block. You let me back in this game with your last time you chose to block.
Take 6 down to 8.
Hebke just takes 6 down to 8. Niedermüller in full-on bluff mode.
He's dead on board here, right?
Yeah. Only if he pumps, though. Right. You get another turn if he doesn't pump the cormorants.
End of turn. Okay, 5 lives.
Yeah. Niedermüller is stone cold dead to a giant growth effect off the Obelisk. But.
Just a second, I think.
Yep, the turn.
Go ahead.
Draw. Attack. 4 damage.
Hebke sees through it. Scoops him up. All right. Nico Hebke is on the board.
That's the insane card. And the Band is the worst card, but still insane.
Yeah, that is. Band is the worst deck for Obelisk. Still ridiculous.
So a perpetual source of 5 life, giant growths, and card filtering is.
Do you think that was a tell there for Niedermüller? So if you saw what happened there, Niedermüller is basically, I mean, I don't think any of this matters in this particular game, right? Niedermüller, after Hebke decides to gain a life, he says, wait a minute, let me think during my own end step as a response to your Obelisk.
Sure.
Right? Now clearly Niedermüller is doing that in an effort to bluff, in an effort to try to get Hebke to say, oh, what instant would he have in his hand that he'd be thinking about here? And in theory, Niedermüller, by convincing Hebke he's got a certain card in his hand, Hebke won't pump. Niedermüller will buy himself a free turn. The problem is, if he really did have an instant in his hand that could kill Cormorants as a response to the giant growth, there's no way in hell he would do it on his own end step. Right. There's no chance. He would, of course, do it as a response to the giant growth, thus getting the tempo and killing the creature. So, asking, wait a minute, let me think, like, he's basically, I think he's telegraphing to Hebke that he does not have it. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it seemed pretty obvious that there was nothing there.
I don't know, but I feel like if Hebke had any doubt in his mind about whether to pump, Niedermüller told him to pump.
I think Hebke's just going to pump at that point.